So I want to do a review on this Dewalt 20 volt max pump sprayer, backpack sprayer. The model number is DXSP190681. I bought this from Home Depot today. Um, I had one of those Echo kind of $100 backpack sprayers. Went to use it this weekend and filled it up and went to put it on and it was leaking like crazy. I'm sure it's just a seal or a washer or something, but I have been kind of eyeing this thing, but at $2.99, I was trying to find a deal looking on Marketplace and um, didn't come across anything that was close to me, so I was checking eBay and the prices, I didn't see any great deals on them. So I just kind of held off on pulling the trigger, but then my backpack sprayer went kaboots or started having issues. So it's the beginning of the season, and needed a sprayer. So on my way home from work, stopped and grabbed this thing today from Home Depot. $2.99, came with a battery, and went through a couple of tanks with it. Have a big yard. Um, Lots of pine straw areas where I'm trying to stop the weeds from growing, and I got zoysia grass, so it tends to run off past where you want it. So I need a sprayer. I use my sprayer all the time. But this thing, man, this thing is absolutely amazing. I have never reviewed a tool before, but this one made me want to put a video on YouTube just to say how absolutely amazing and just well needed it is for someone that's a yard person. I mean, this thing is really great. It has an adjustment that allows you to adjust the speed. I'm sorry, the pressure on the side there. And then it also has a battery indicator, so you don't have to pull a battery out to push the indicator on the battery. It tells you. I had like a 3 amp hour battery in there, and I went through 2 tanks, and I started off with a full battery, and I still got 2 lights. So it doesn't suck up the juice that bad, considering. But this thing sprays really good, man. It comes with several tips. I kind of threw a medium tip on there. It's really well built. It's comfortable. And one of the cool things, if you have a riding mower, I mean, you can take this thing off and set it in between your legs and, go around and just spray, a lot of areas you can hit without even, having to walk, I always kind of hated the pump sprayers because, by the time you get to using this, you've been cutting grass and edging and blowing, and you're kind of on the tired side. And, pumping 2 or 3 tanks of Roundup, is, it's a little tiresome, But man, anybody that's been considering this or thinking about buying it, pull the trigger. $2.99 is a little steep, I think, but this one came with a battery. I think they have a version that doesn't come with the battery or charger that you can get for like $2.49, which I would have opted for that one because I have a bunch of batteries and chargers, but they didn't have it in stock at the store, and I really wanted to grab it today. I do a mixture in mine of this stuff here, this Talistar, and then I buy this off of HomeDepot.com every few years. It's just Roundup, a different brand name, Roundup concentrate, but that thing is probably $30 or something. And it'll last me, 3-4 years. You don't have to add much of it to the water. But I actually put both of them in at the same time. So the Talistar is for the bugs. It pretty much will kill anything, mosquitoes, all of it. And I just always just mix them together. I put a little bit of Talistar in there with my Roundup, and it helps keep the mosquitoes and stuff down. I have a paver patio around my pool, so I have to spray it or else it gets out of control. But if you've been considering or thinking about buying this Dewalt backpack 20 volt sprayer, I highly suggest it. The only thing that could have made this thing better is if I would have got it for a gift. You know, I mean, honestly, I mean, the thing is just, and it's beyond just the convenience of not having to pump. It works better than a regular sprayer. I mean, I guess the ability of having, the constant pressure, or whatever, it just, you can't make a pump sprayer work as good as this thing. On top of the fact that you don't have to pump it. So anybody that's considering it, I hope you find the video useful. I highly suggest it. I would be absolutely surprised if anyone bought this thing and didn't think it was absolutely amazing. Most definitely, if you catch it on sale. I mean, the only kind of negative thing is, I do think, more around 200 without a battery, 250 with a battery seems more like a fair price on it. 300 really does seems pricey for it. I mean, that's a bit much, but in all honesty, after owning it, if this thing at least lasts, a couple of years, if it was to break, I probably would immediately go to Home Depot that day and buy another one. Like, that's like just how much of a great experience it was actually using it. It's one of those things, I think once you have it, you can never go back to a regular pump sprayer. I am not like some big battery guy as far as lawn tools. The only other Dewalt battery powered tool for your lawn that I've bought has been the hedge trimmers, and I bought that years ago. But it works great. I take that back. I have a Ryobi blower that I use. I keep on my patio for blowing the patio off, and it works good. It works good. That one I didn't buy it from the store. I just kind of lucked upon it, but it works extremely well. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting this, man, I would say most definitely, don't let the price run you off, because it really is an exceptional tool. So I hope to help somebody, and that's just my thoughts on this Dewalt DXSP190681 backpack sprayer. Hope someone finds this useful.